Sports-A-Delic, Sports-A-Delic, what is up? I am Rain, and that's Lil Rain. Got a special guest with us tonight, Mr. Hollywood. Welcome to Sports-A-Delic. Thank you for,
What's up, folks?
Wanting to chime in. We've talked kind of over the years, and both of us share the same passion when it comes to battling, I think you call them Lebron-Sexuals, when it comes to Michael Jordan.
Oh, we're going straight in tonight.
We're going straight in. And I've always said, I'm not trying to take anything away. You can't take anything away from LeBron, but you can't, he's not in the area code of, of Jordan, And for me, I just never was a big fan of LeBron because he doesn't really play defense. He's never really had to. That pride. If I drop 20, I'm not going to let you drop 20. Like, I've never seen that type of competitive edge coming from him. I mean, what is your take on it?
I never have a problem with broad defense. I mean, he an old man now, so he play old man defense. But he can still score the ball, but he's never been a great on-ball defender. Like, those are facts. Like,
I mean, I don't know what's going on, but
what do you mean?
I just want you to share, with our viewers. I want you to just go ahead and talk about.
You want me to say what you want me to say?
I do. Don't be trying to get shy now. Just look. You got you got the mic. I want to know what is the biggest irritant. I told you my irritant when it comes to people trying to be in my face about LeBron is the GOAT over Mike. It just sets me off. And it's usually someone that didn't have the benefit that we did. We had the benefit of seeing both of these guys in their prime.
It doesn't make sense.
Why? Mr. Hollywood, tell them why.
It doesn't matter.
Look into the camera and just tell them.
They can hear me.
Well, I want you to talk to the viewers.
Hi. It doesn't make sense. Like, the narrative that he's better than Mike or he's even close to Mike is non-existent. Like,
okay, let me ask you this question: if he wasn't horrible as far as now, I give him credit. Nobody's been to the finals in this era more than him. But if he had gotten it done, let's say he only lost one, would you still?
Do you want to know why? Because this is the thing.
Tell us why.
This is the thing. LeBron is a great player. Let's not get it twisted. He's a great player.
Okay.
But he's excuse me, y'all. He's a souped up Scottie Pippen. So,
oh my God.
When it's time for you to go, meaning y'all move out the way, let me kill these folks because can't nobody guard me, that's not what LeBron do. He throws the ball to JR. What's the man name that missed the free throw?
Wasn't it J.R. Smith?
Nah. JR grabbed
the high top. Played at Georgia Tech.
Anyway,
I can't remember his name.
He throws the ball to him. He throws the ball to Cal Korver. Like Jordan and Kobe, they gonna tell you out the way. If they double, be ready. And that's what greatness does. Larry Legend, the only player that facilitates and has dominated is Magic.
This is true.
All the rest of the great players, the Kareems, the Wilts, whoever you got in your little top 5, 10, they kill people. People wake up in the middle of the night like, oh my God, I gotta guard them tomorrow. They got their old lady on speed dial, baby, don't come to the game tomorrow. Why? I want to see Kobe. No, you don't want to see this shit. Coach just told me I'm going to Kobe tomorrow. I don't want you there because then you have to act like you don't know me after the game. That's going to be weird. know what I'm saying? So like, you don't.
So you're saying that it was so deep, it was so bad that your woman just couldn't even look at you the same after something like that? After assault?
So like, Kobe dropped 81, right? And this is just hypothetical, whatever. He dropped 81.
He did.
And they asked Jalen and Mo Pete and Mike James, whoever else is on that team, say, hey, why y'all didn't put Kobe on the floor, you know, kind of piss him off, boom, boom, boom. They said he wasn't even talking to us. He didn't talk to them. He was just getting buckets and running back to the other end. Like, how disrespectful is that? Like, how you gonna bust their ass, drop 81, and don't even talk to them about it? Who do that?
Well, I guess it's no sense in, just, really abusing the kids to the, it's bad.
They was losing by 20.
I know. But look, if somebody dropping,
he had to do it.
If somebody's dropping 81,
if somebody was
going on.
If somebody was about to hit you with a bat, I had to shoot them.
I get it, but I'm saying like it's abuse either way. But I think Kobe pulled off something not even Mike pulled off.
Be careful.
Not even Mike.
Be careful.
Demanded, take my damn sneakers off.
What?
When I heard
what are you saying?
When Kobe, he was so mad how they played, how they lost. He came in the locker room and told everybody to take his shoes off. They put him in the middle of the floor, and he had the manager gather him up and throw him in the trash can and say, "You don't deserve to wear my shoe after that performance," and walked out of the locker room. That's cold.
But everything he did, he learned it from Mike, which is not a bad thing. It's a great thing.
I think there might have been a difference in a part of the era where, because Mike still was more pre-social media a little bit.
Not really.
Yes, he was.
83,
84, 85, that wasn't pre.
Nah, I grew up in Dallas, Texas. We had a countdown.
You were on the internet before everybody else? Everything.
If you allow me to speak freely.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
They don't want to hear that. If you allow me to speak freely, I will explain to you. As a young kid growing up in Texas, my sportscaster on my news named Dale Hansen, and if you're from Dallas, you know this guy. He counted down every day until Michael Jordan came to town. And he showed his highlights every day. And it may have been 300, how many days in a year? I've been out.
360.
Yeah, I've been out of school a minute.
365.
We learned that in school. But, he counted down every day. Michael Jordan, and this is Michael Jordan be the time. He'll be in town 265 days. Michael Jordan will be in town 264 days. I'm not making this up. So I tell my people, we only have 3 rock stars in our generation. From Mike moving forward, not counting Magic and Larry. We got Mike, we got Kobe Bryant, and we got Steph Curry. LeBron-James is a superstar, but he's not a rock star.
I don't know. Are you actually looking in the camera telling the Lebron-Sexuals that? Did you?
You know what? They don't. They get mad at stats. They don't get mad at you saying what you're saying, because when you saying what you're saying, you telling the truth, and then they'll go get some old watered down stats that ESPN or some goofy dude on the internet will put up, and it really don't make sense, because how you gonna compare? They'll say LeBron led every category in the finals. Like, yeah, because they don't play basketball the same. He can do that because he's 6'9", 6'8", or whatever they say he is.
Right. And
you don't have any bigs. And then he plays point forward because he's a souped up Scotty. So he got stats, he got assists, he got rebounds, he got points.
Well, it's one thing that I learned as it relates to statistics. you can almost make them say whatever you want them to say. You know, from a statistical, you can create whatever variables and put your spin out there. That's why they have all of this new analytics, breaking everything down to, the degree of difficulty on a catch radius and all of this stuff. But
I like that stuff.
I do too, because it does put into perspective or shut some people down when they come with the nonsense stat. It's like drunk driving. Well, drunk drivers kill, 10 people every 30 seconds. Now, conventional wisdom says we know every 30 seconds somebody's not being killed by a drunk driver. But when they do all of their analytics, that's what it,
Yeah, it happens in the mass.
Yeah,
around 1 to 3 o'clock in the morning. When the club closed, yeah, we get it.
Now, the truth of the matter is, Mr. Hollywood and I are totally, like, we bump heads.
No, we don't.
I'm Washington, and as he told you, he's...
So why we butt heads? I'm just asking.
To his credit, he's not delusional about the Cowboys. Some of the fans are delusional. We talked about it. And I know you told me that you have closed off your emotions now to your team. You just watch.
I said I'm not emotional.
Right. You closed off your emotions.
I'm a non-emotional fan.
Right.
Like, I understand the situation that I'm being dealt.
What's the situation? Would you please tell your other counterparts, because I don't think they know.
Well, you know what? You funny. Because you get on your little show and you
what little show? I don't have anything little.
This little sports, how you say it? Sports.
I don't have anything little.
Whatever. You very opinionated with your situation. And I didn't say situation, I said situation. So you come on here and you talk about Clemson and the Redskins. I mean, I'm sorry.
Washington.
Just say Washington.
Yeah, we apologize.
I don't want to get you.
Yeah, we apologize.
I don't want to get you striked.
We love everybody.
Yeah,
Washington.
but that's cute. I mean, y'all on a little win streak. That's cool.
Well, you all were on a little win streak.
It's called a football season.
It is long.
Most of the teams that win usually get hot late. But anyway, what you're talking about, since you want me to tell folk, I'm not. I mean, Dak Prescott is a good quarterback. Can we call him LeBron?
Oh my God.
He gonna have the numbers. That's my guy though. Don't get me wrong. Don't get mad at me.
LeBron
Cowboy Nation.
LeBron has some championships. Dak has numbers.
You know what? It's difficult talking about LeBron because they give him so much credit because he desires to do way too much. But he has to play like. I haven't seen LeBron beat a team that he wasn't supposed to beat. And all that crap about the Warriors, like, they had, my mind is tripping right now, but the small forward, Harrison Barnes, like, nowhere in the world will Harrison Barnes start on your team. But he was on the team with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and they had a starting five coming off the bench, which gave them an unfair advantage against every other NBA team because Barbosa, Sean Livingston, Iggy, Mo Buckets, and Festus Ezeli all were legitimate ball players. So when Stephanie went out the game, they just carried on what they was doing. So that team wasn't great.
Well, that's one thing that the biggest difference that I see in the game now versus then. A lot of these guys now would not have been able to even make the team then, because although it might have been a big Rick Mahorn, Oakley, Anthony Mason. These guys had very specific skill sets. Like they could actually score 10, 12 feet from the basket. They just wasn't out there banging around. Like Glenn Baby Davis. He could not have gotten on somebody's roster and made $25, $30 million. I just don't believe that. Like,
you going to pick on, you know he'll start crying, right?
Well, I'm picking on him because he's part of that damn scandal. Ripping folks off for no reason, and you'd have made $30 million.
Why I mean, you couldn't use Draymond Green. Let's talk about Draymond Green.
Same thing. I said the players now, including Draymond Green, there's no way he don't even have the size to have been down there back in the day. He don't.
So
I've actually seen him in person. I mean, he's not a big dude.
So Draymond Green, right? If you was trying to explain to somebody who never seen him play why he's great, you'll have a very difficult time, because all you're gonna say is he grabs a rebound and he runs down the court and throw the ball to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and they hit threes and then he get assists, and then the non-basketball IQ guy is gonna say, they're gonna say, well, he facilitates the offense. No, he don't. He throw the ball to killers who can shoot. Anybody can do that.
This is true.
Anyway, Draymond Green is a throwback player that's undersized. PJ Tucker.
I had some coworkers.
Baby Davis undersized, but because the NBA got soft and kind of filtered out the bigs. Because you know PJ Tucker wasn't even in the NBA.
Right. I think.
But then he said, man, they think Draymond good. I'm a better Draymond than Draymond. And he showed it when they played Houston, right?
I don't know. I think the most depressing thing that I heard from a coworker was that
Depressing
because they said that Draymond Green is better than Rodman. I just,
wait, hold on. Question.
Said, look,
see,
what are you all watching?
See, you have to do yourself a service as a quote unquote journalist, right? How old is this person?
I don't know my coworkers like that, but they're young.
Okay, so
27 to maybe
27.
32.
Okay, well, why would you even have that conversation?
You know, as a veteran, they come to you for leadership, and then they start saying stupid stuff. That's what happens.
Well,
like they always run to my office, and they're like, hey, what do you think about this? And then I end up putting them out because I'm saying, get out of my office. You're coming in here wanting me to settle the score about who's better, Rodman or Draymond Green. Get out of my office. That's not even a conversation.
Does Draymond Green...
He can guard anybody. Draymond
Wait. Hold on. Question. Because you have to ask questions. You just like to dive in.
No, get out of my office.
No. Does Draymond Green have a rebounding title? That's a question.
Right, I understand.
Do we?
I don't know because
You don't know?
No, I don't.
I know he don't.
I doubt.
Whatever. How many Rodman got? He has multiple. In the era of bigs, when you had Shaq, Ewing, Elijah One,
Mourning.
Yeah, more like you had legitimate 7-footers that was athletic and will kill you if you come in the paint. Okay, second question. Has Draymond Green been exposed before? Yes. He tried to guard Tristan Thompson and he tried to guard PJ Tucker. No. He tried to guard big hands, Kawhi Leonard in the NBA Finals. Because he went over there. Klay went over there. He went over there. They said, Dre, you got all these defensive players. You go over there and get big hands. And he said, Draymond Green? I'm bigger than him. I'm 6'7", he's 6'6". And I got big hands. Buckets. So guess what? Warriors lost. KD was hurt. Okay, whatever. They couldn't stop him. Anyway.
Fun fact. Dennis Rodman.
Kill that. Draymond Green is...
Dennis Rodman.
And I ain't trying to...
Hold on. Dennis Rodman is the all-time leading scorer at Central Arkansas. Look at that. where he went to school. Dennis Rodman, all-time leading scorer.
How is that relevant with our conversation?
I said fun fact. It doesn't work.
Oh, fun fact.
It don't work if you don't listen.
So when you say fun fact, that means you just say whatever?
It's a fun fact.
No, I'm asking. Like I'm
not in a disrespectful way, but I am Sports-A-Delic.
So when you say fun fact,
I usually just do what I
But that is a fact. But it's just a fun fact.
It's a fun fact. Because we're having fun. You're not having fun on the show?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like, I'm just like...
My point in saying that is, if he had to score, he could. You can't really say that about these...
He scored as a bad boy Piston.
No, I'm just saying he took what the defense gave him. But I'm saying if he had to score, like, Dennis, we need for you to go out there and get us 20 every game, he could.
Well, you talking about pre Madonna or post Madonna? Because
Carmen Electra. Once she got on,
nah, she
that
ain't got nothing to do with Dennis. Dennis was just being Dennis then, but Madonna had him in the room and say, "Look, you need to reinvent yourself. You need to color your hair. You need to run up and down the court and parade around like you lost and just." Bring attention to yourself. And he said, that's it? That's all I got to do? And she said, yeah. And everybody love you. And that's what he did. But they ain't like him in Texas. They ran him out of San Antonio because they not like that in Texas. But anyway.
Another fun fact, Dennis Rodman, he has a degree in psychology. So some of that probably was just him trying to get in your head. But this is the United States. Anything goes. Like, people flock to nonsense. What's really surprising about that?
What you mean?
I mean, people flock to nonsense. So the fact that men can put on dresses and
no.
Dennis Rodman had on
you're not finna listen, y'all. I ain't got nothing. That's her. I'm not finna have them folks coming over my house looking for me, ringing my doorbell, trying to fight me because I said something about them. Leave them alone. We talk sports. We ain't finna talk about all that.
People are going to. My point is, whatever's going on today was really no big deal. It's just social media has made it a big deal. These same things have been going on.
What's the good and the bad?
I
mean, a lot of people were on TV because of social media, right?
Right, social media.
Okay, but look, I'm gonna tell you something. That's too political. We're gonna stick to sports.
Well, I love Sports-A-Delic. We tell the truth. We don't hide. We don't run from
I'm not trying to hide. That's a different day though.
Say it.
No, because that's a different day. But look.
I didn't know that you were going to, No.
Because I was about to say something political about black people. And you can't just say it and then move on. It has to be a topic.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. Segment 2. We're getting ready to get political and talk about black people. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. As you see, Mr. Hollywood, he made an interesting point. He said, we can't just throw something out there, and talk about something that might be viewed as political and then just run away from it. And so I wanted to give the platform for him to put it out there because are we black or are we people of color? Because when they say people of color, that pisses me off. But, I understand the plight.
What we call ourselves, we brothers and sisters, okay? So,
yeah, we all in Christ, but I think everybody's plight and fight is very different. So I don't like to be lumped in. But I wanted to hear what you had to say. Go ahead.
What was we talking about?
Well, you said that you was going to say something political.
I was, but what was the question?
You said black people.
You threw me off by...
You said you were going to...
Redirecting...
You said that you were going to say something political.
I was, but I don't remember what the question was.
I didn't ask you a question.
What was your statement then?
My statement was, are we black or people of color?
No, before that. That made me say I was going to say something political.
Oh, I don't know. I can't get in.
How am I supposed to... Folks, trust. See...
Oh my God!
Y'all see that? Okay, I cut my conversation off because I said I was about to say something political, but you made a statement.
Okay.
And I can't pick up on that if we don't remember what the statement was.
I don't know what you were going to say.
No, you don't remember what your statement was?
I do remember my last statement. You're trying to tell me that my statement was something other than what I said. My last statement was... Hey,
we were talking about the internet. No, I got it.
But my last statement, I said...
We were talking about... Okay, folks.
Did I
Hold on.
That was my last.
We was talking about the internet. And she was talking about the bad of the internet. Right? Remember?
May I?
Sure. We were talking about the internet, and...
It's good and it's bad.
It's good and it's bad. And I was about to speak on my people, my brothers and sisters. And this internet, social media. So, allow me. I know people of different walks of life, and a lot of people that I associate with or I sit in a room with, they use social media information to better their life, right? Because we learn a lot of things we didn't know from social media. Google. I don't know the answer, I'm going to Google it. Or I need a stat to prove her wrong like I Google it. That benefits me. Okay, the typical, which is our kids, our younger generation, and the people I love and tears me apart, they use social media for bad and evil things. And it makes me think like, why is it so difficult to do the right thing in this world? Like, it's easy to do the wrong thing. You see $100 on the ground, and then you see the wallet next to it. You pick the $100 up, and then you turn the wallet in. Like, okay. Anyway, I just said something now. Anyway,
Do you think that that's just our people, or you think that that's a whole that, you know, that would take the money out and...
it's hard enough trying to deal with us.
Sure.
Can we stick to the brothers and sisters, not people of color, whatever you want to call it? Can we stick with them? All right.
You're Mr. Hollywood. You have the floor.
So this is the thing. I watch social media and I see how easy everybody picks up on sayings and the little challenges and all that type of stuff. And I'm like, okay, they say we oppressed as a people because of what happened to us in the past.
Okay.
But we show how easy we can catch on and do the right thing, but we catch on and do the wrong thing. We don't catch on and do the right thing, we catch on and do the wrong thing. So if I say, look, hey, let's start investing in stock, mutual funds, let's start investing in money market savings, understand the word dividends, and nobody wants to hear that. It's like, oh, I want to hear that. So I said, hey, you just got a stimulus check. Let's go buy some Jordans, and everybody run to the mall. It's a line around the corner. They fighting in line. They need security out here. These people fighting in line at 2 o'clock in the morning, standing in line for Jordans. Like, how do we do that? And it's so easy to do the right thing to reverse the oppression of people. Like, it's easy.
And that's why I enjoy cigars.
See, she didn't want me to talk.
Don,
I'm sorry, y'all.
Don.
I didn't want to get. I was trying to talk about Kobe.
Well, I always, my viewers like to know what I'm smoking on a particular day.
No, but you had me preaching. I didn't really want to preach.
No, let it out.
Listen.
I know it's the tip of the iceberg. I know. But that's why you want to enjoy a Don Carlos. This is one of my favorite go-tos. I've had a long week.
Did you switch my drink up?
I did.
How did you do that? And why did you do that? Y'all, listen. Y'all see what's going on? Don't worry about it. But I'm smarter than that.
I really feel like I'm being accused of some Bill Cosby shit.
Y'all remember, y'all seen me on this show, right?
Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Listen, okay, enough of the political stuff.
What do you know about this then?
I don't.
Don Carlos?
I thought we was going to address the Lebron-Sexuals tonight.
Lebron-Sexuals. See, Michael Jordan, Don Carlos.
But see, we don't.
James, black and mild.
But this is the thing, like.
That's the difference.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not trying to offend y'all Lebron-Sexuals. I think it's cute that y'all love LeBron. This is the thing, like, you have to really.
Think it's cute that they love LeBron?
Yeah, I think it's cute. You have to really. You have to really pay attention to what you're asking for. Because I grade the all-time greats by different systems.
Okay.
You know, as ball players, you know, I'm not that bona fide baller like you, but I leave me open. I do it to you.
Well, baseball,
anyway, people that know me.
Baseball's your thing.
I do everything. Don't worry about it. But this is the thing. When I walk into the gym, or when the killer walk into the gym, guess what they trying to figure out? They're trying to figure out who's going to guard that. You see what I'm saying? Papa Bits, that's my guy. Papa Bits said, hey, man, this is what we're going to do. We're going to bag off of LeBron, and we're going to let him shoot. Like, what the how you the GOAT? And it's that simple.
Yeah, I think with Michael Jordan, it was like, just hold on.
But why we go straight to Mike?
No, I'm saying that's the difference. Like, you couldn't just say, back off Mike and let him shoot.
Like, how did you control Larry Bird? You didn't.
You didn't.
So how did...
You didn't.
Okay, they say LeBron more athletic than Larry. Like, all right, whatever. But
Larry Bird
this is
10 rebounds a game. Fundamentally, he just block you out. That's fundamental.
What is called fun facts?
Yeah.
Fun facts. Larry Bird is the only small forward in the history of basketball to average 20 and 10.
His whole career.
His whole career.
Just block you out. He's not going to out jump you because it's just that simple.
Don't do Larry like that.
No, but I'm saying
he had a bad back later on his career.
No, the young people.
Larry would dunk on you.
The young people think that rebounding is about out jumping someone. No, rebounding is about blocking out and making them have to come over the top of
you. So you can't categorize the young people like that.
I'm a coach.
Listen.
Mays High School. I'm a coach.
Listen.
So I'm about the fundamentals.
Listen, you can't do the young folks like that because then they're gonna turn on you. Because all young folks don't think like that. Some of them was coached properly. I don't know a lot of them, but like some of them was.
Well, that's what happens when I walk in the gym, you know, at age 50, and I'm dragging them, and they want to know why am I being drugged? Fundamentals. I'm able to at age 50 drag these young guys because of fundamentals.
What happened to my drink?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Bill Cosby. Okay. Stop that. Quit. They don't want to. They didn't tune in and listen to you talk about you.
Mays High School.
Anyway.
With the Raiders. All the time I'm cheering for the Raiders.
I was trying to make a point.
Make your point.
They said LeBron James is more athletic than Larry Bird. Boom, boom, this and doing that and all this stuff they say about LeBron over Larry. But then I'm watching the NBA the last, 3-4 years. When last time Giannis won the MVP? About 4 years ago?
3 or 4.
So Jokic, which is a 7-foot Larry Bird, he won the MVP. Luka is a 6'8" Larry Bird who dribbles like LeBron because he thinks LeBron is his idol.
Didn't the Diggler win MVP? Nowinski? Didn't he win one?
You're going back too far. Dirk had to learn. But I'm trying to make a point. The best players in the NBA, because Luka's been first team All NBA like I think the last 3 years. So if he's non-athletic, he can't jump. He's no dunker. Like how does he make first team All NBA? How does Jokic make first team All NBA? And you got Embiid and who's the other centers out there? I don't even know. But they say Embiid is the best, and I'm like, he don't. Like Jokic won.
God.
He won the MVP, and then he was first team All NBA like 2-3 years in a row. Like how is Embiid better than him?
I hate Embiid, whatever. I hate his game. He seemed to have the laziest game.
It is lazy. It's Carmelo. He's a 7-foot Carmelo. He's skilled.
If he would accept, if he had a coach and accept coaching, I mean, I can see the potential, but I just don't like. I don't even tune in to after the All-Star break because I can stomach it then.
So you're an athlete. What does coaching have to do with being lazy?
Everything. Everything.
All I know, I was told you have to work on your own. You have to lift on your own. You have to run on your own. You have to eat proper. You have to do this. These are things you have to do on your own. What does that have to do with coaching?
Everything. Now, you asked me the question, so now I'm getting ready to answer.
Please. I'm going to listen.
Thank you. You have two type of people, achievers and overachievers, okay? The overachiever is going to work on their game outside of practice times. That's overachievement. That's how you get to All-American, All-State, All-Conference, most of the time. Now, if I accept as a coach your laziness, your dragging, laboring up and down the court, if I still give you quality minutes for that type of output, that is on me as the coach. If I don't penalize you for your shortcomings based on laziness, that's on me. Let me tell you what laziness is. Laziness is the game is on the line, the ball bounced right in front of you, and you're just too lazy to get on the floor to get that possession, call a timeout, and give us a chance to win the game. And I think it was Michael Jordan that was really pissed off with Jerry Stackhouse because he's like, I'm diving on the ball.
Why you keep talking about Mike?
I love Mike. I'm diving.
That's the standard, though. I'm
diving on the floor at age 40. At age 40.
They hate on Mike.
No, but I'm saying, but one thing that was the laziness that was allowed, because I think Stackhouse was getting the remnants of Dean Smith. He didn't get the same Dean Smith that Jordan got. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't get the same guy. You know, like Popovich. Popovich don't allow laziness. He will snatch you out. Like Tim Duncan, if he's laboring down the court for whatever reason, Popovich, like, yo, what is that? And he would bench him. It didn't matter your status. It didn't matter if you were the star or any of that. You're not giving me that output that I demand. I'm going to sit you down. Think of how amazing LeBron would be if he was benched for... But and it's not his fault because some of it he would not have...
Wait, what?
It's not his fault that he...
What doesn't he do well?
I'm telling you. It's not his fault that he wasn't taught away from the ball and on the ball defense or how to defend the screen, because the key to screening is not be screened. You know, you can't stand there and be screened.
But I don't teach basketball like that.
But that's my point. Like,
no, but you can't hold something against him that he was.
I said it's not his fault. I said that it's not his fault. I'm biased to the players of yesteryear because, you know, I grew up in yesteryear era. And that's why even at the high school level, I can drag the girls on my team because it's simple fundamentals. They get the ball and immediately put it on the floor. What you supposed to do? Triple threat. You're supposed to scan and see what you got. Your teammate might be cutting open, ready to pass. Just simple fundamentals. That's all we do. What you put in my drink?
What?
What did you put in my drink? Okay, I'm Sports-A-Delic. Okay. If you don't hear from me again, it was Hollywood Henderson. What did you do?
Nobody put on your drink. Anyway, back to the program.
Let me ask you this question.
What do you want to ask me?
Give me the AFC Championship game. Who's gonna be in it?
How we do that? What you got in the drink? Give me some. I don't know what you got in the drink, but how did you go? How did you?
He's asking.
Wait, hold on. How did we go from LeBron to the AFC Championship game?
Because LeBron, you know, we know. First of all, for our safety, we don't want to upset.
I thought you wrote a script for the show.
We don't want to. we don't want to upset.
This is. I know y'all laughing. This is comical.
We don't want to upset the Lebron-Sexuals.
No. This is the thing. You have to make it clear. When you state facts about LeBron, that is not called hating. If I say LeBron is a poor free throw shooter, don't say, oh my God, you just be hating on LeBron. Like, bro,
Lebron-Sexuals want you to ignore the weaknesses.
It's a fact. Like, if you say LeBron James is a poor shooter, and then, you know what they like to say? They like to say, well, LeBron, he shoots over 50% from the floor. And I was like, all right, yeah. But take away the dunks and the layups, then will he shoot? And then they go.
Yeah, look in the analytics.
But that's not how they do field goal percentage. And I said, well, shit. Tyson Chandler and what's the other boy, DeAndre, and they should what? They got the highest.
And Ben.
Did Ben even shoot?
Yeah, he was.
He was a designated rebounder.
No, but his field goal percentage was 76%. Because he only had he shot 76%. Because look how many times he would lay the ball up and dunk.
Okay.
Hall of Famer, go Ben.
Ben was amazing.
Yeah.
Except for when he didn't take his medicine and went crazy on Meta, Brian Artest.
When Meta didn't take his medicine.
No, he was laying on. Ben was trying to get. Anyway.
Nobody wanted them hands. You notice nobody came at Ben. And nobody wanted them hands. The fight that I seen, didn't nobody want any part of Ben.
This is the problem. Lebron-Sexuals. When you get
Lebron-Sexuals.
When you get in a half court setting in the playoffs, which we know in the fourth quarter of playoff games, the game crawls because every possession is calculated. Timeout. Let's drop a play. Let's get a good shot. Whatever. Okay. The coach never says, hey, we're going to do this, and then Bron is going to go ISO, and then when they bring the double team, somebody's going to be wide open. No. They throw the ball at LeBron, and then he starts directing traffic. But if you're going to be the greatest player in the world, or the most dominant player in the NBA, or the face of the NBA, you have to put fear in people. So if Raymond is guarding LeBron, they still not going to double LeBron because he's not going to attack her. That's it. So that's why they lose against teams that are on the equal yoke with them. You know, if his role players don't step up and do something spectacular, and the guys that we saying the Kobe disciples, the Mike, and all them, we put them in front of them because that's the total opposite. Like you over there drawing up a play. They already know you drawing up a play for Mike, Kobe, Bird, Kareem,
hoping
whatever.
That it works, yes.
Yeah, hoping that you can stop.
Right.
And then they say, look, we're gonna have to rotate when we double, so everybody gonna have to talk.
Right.
Okay, that's the difference. That's That's the difference. It's so simple. It's simple, right? Now the stats are going to be there. All-time leading scorer. Hopefully he doesn't get hurt. I like watching LeBron because I love to see him complain to the ref when he misses a wide open layup.
Yeah, LeBron.
And then they show the replay, and then
nobody touched it.
Anyway, I ain't gonna get into that. It's hilarious. So I like watching LeBron right now. It's cool. I know he's an old man. I don't pick on him no more.
I have a question.
I'm listening.
What were your thoughts about LeBron having some hecklers thrown out of the game? He stated that all bets are off because I think allegedly they said they hope that LeBron gets hit by a truck.
things that happened back in the day and things that happen now are not acceptable. So I can't really fault LeBron for doing whatever he did when he was talking about his kid, allegedly. But I know for a fact that people used to talk about your mama, your daddy, your stepdaddy, your wife, your mistress.
Your unborn child.
Yeah, they did, and it's on tape. So it's just different, man. I don't know. I stay away from that.
Here are my feelings.
I hate it because it's a social media issue. It go viral, and then you're going to have more people doing it.
Well, let me ask you this question. Well, no, let me.
Nobody else in the arena could have got those people kicked out, though. I'm gonna say that.
Let me share this with you. What I took, why it pissed me off. It pissed me off because.
It pissed you off that he did it?
Yes. And I'm gonna tell you why.
I'm listening.
It pissed me off because I'm trying to understand. Why are you so locked into what some hecklers are saying? You can walk to the other end of the court. You can walk to the other side. Why are you so in touch and in tune with the crowd and what they're saying? And at that time, you're on a 4 or 5 game losing skid. I'm saying, in terms of focus, you stand in the middle of the court, and that way you ain't got to hear nothing. I'm just saying, but again, I just think that's more the old school approach. That's what I love.
That's today's NBA, though.
But that's what I loved about Jordan. That's what I loved about Kobe. They would take that, they would take what you said and make your team have to pay for it.
You can't do the kids like that, though.
What do you mean?
They wasn't, see.
Jordan would have just walked back over there and told them.
Okay, perfect example.
I'll holler at you. 56 points.
We woke up in the morning. They say, what you gonna do today? We going to go hoop.
Oh.
We're going to go hoop, right?
Oh.
And I said, look, Raymond killed me yesterday, right? I got her today. But I got pride. I'm finna shut this down. You may kill me today too, though. But tomorrow, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to come back and guard you. And guess what that build? That build discipline and competitiveness. All right? Now, if you killed me and I said, look, I can't guard Rima. I ain't going to even try to guard her. You go get her. Guess what that build? Nothing. So when you walk on the court, you dominating just by walking on the court. You feel what I'm saying?
I do.
So that competitiveness doesn't exist to a sense throughout, I'm not going to say the NBA, throughout the youngsters, because they don't teach them that passion. And that came from uncles and cousins, older uncles and cousins who say, man, don't let him do you like that. You embarrassing our family. And then when you get to the house, they'll bust you in the chest and then tell you, go take trash out. But if you do that today, the young kid may shoot you. So it's a different atmosphere. So the competitive edge that we have as old school people, it doesn't exist anymore unless there was a young kid or young female who dad put that in them And there's a lot of them out there. I watched the game today. We're going to talk about it. But that's the only way. Steph Curry, like his dad put that in him.
Speaking of dad putting stuff in you, that's what I can appreciate about Venus and Serena. Like he really put that dog, as they say, in his daughters, because they took over tennis, and it wasn't easy for them because of perhaps
racism,
the melanin in the skin,
racism.
Yeah, you know, but they did.
Believe it or not, people, racism outside the United States is way worse than it is here. So quit feeling sorry for yourself.
And that's not a fun fact. It's just a fact.
That is a fact.
Now, I want to say thank you for, stopping by Sports-A-Delic. But before we get out of here, the word on the street is that smoking is your thing. That you put down the best ribs and chicken breasts and salmon. Is that true? Like if somebody wants to some of the succulent, like how do they?
I tell you what, because I'm a student of the situation. Jordan would never say that he's going to call himself the best. He's going to allow you to do that.
Well.
So when I pass you one of them bones.
One of these bones.
And you eat it.
You eat it.
I just look at what that look on your face do.
Oh. I gotta put this up here. Oh my goodness gracious. You see the juice? It's nice and succulent. That smoke flavor seasoned to perfection. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna partake in the ribs and the chicken and the salmon, everything that Mr. Hollywood, has to offer. And I'm gonna let you know how good it was. But more importantly, if you have some catering services and needs, from Hollywood, smoky meats, go ahead, hit me up and I'll get you in touch with him, and he'll make all the dreams come true, because he's about bringing pleasure to your mouth.
You ain't supposed to hit her for real, Willie. Hey.
There's more.
It was nice spending time with y'all.
Thank you.
I'm going to get it right.
Thank you all for tuning in.
I'm working on it.
Can you work on this?
Yeah.
Don't make me tell
Toast.
people. Don't make me
toast to the cigar.
Don't make me tell people what happens.
You know what?
Right about here.
All right. I thought you was finna stop. I ain't toasting that.
I thought you appreciate facts. Hey, like, subscribe, and share. And we definitely know that we're going to be getting a lot of comments, and we're going to respond. Thank you for tuning in. Again, that's Mr. Goddamn Hollywood. Peace.